Hey guys, we're out here, day number 1 at Battle at the Border. We filmed this last year and we're out here once again, and we're just going to capture the cars as they're here in the lineup. So they're kind of tightly parked in here. We'll still do our best to try to get everybody on video as we always do, but as always, try to give a shout out in the timestamps with your vehicle or your buddy's car. We always want to know who's watching our videos and where you guys are showing up in the lineup, so definitely shout out to yourselves. They do have the music blaring pretty good right at the front of the line, so I do apologize if I can't get those cars quite as well, but anyways, we have a number of different classes that are running here today. We got like I think we got some windshield stuff. Let me check my phone while we're walking here. I took some screenshots to know exactly what's going on. Alright, so today we've got youth compact, hobby stock truck, windshield cars, pro stock compact, minivans, SUVs, 80 motor swap, turn black, the clock, and then a pro mod full size. So quite the lineup here. I'm gonna guess these are probably just the windshield cars, most likely being that they all still have windshields. So that's always a good sign. We'll capture these guys first and then proceed into the other classes. Likelihood is there's some guys that are still in the inspection area because they do still have about an hour left to go. We do have cars driving back to the inspection area. So a little bit everywhere. And as always, there's just a lot of vehicles here, guys, so we're gonna just kind of fly through the pits and the lineup, try to capture everybody on video for you. Again, this is just day number 1, so this is the Saturday event, and then there's also day number 2, which is Sunday, a whole different set of classes. We'll cover those in the next video. So there's that line, and we'll just wander over here and catch these cars over here too. So, not really sure exactly how everything's getting parked in here. I see some full-size cars in the back and windshield, so unfortunately we won't be capturing anything in any particular order. I think we'll try to just do the windshield cars here first and then come back and catch the full-size cars.
You're way up front. Well, the way I look at it is,
and we'll just catch this last car here, the guy with the tarp on. Sorry, I'm not sure whose car that is, so won't be able to get you on video here today. Let's wander back on over here. Alright. Now, given that these guys have passenger seats, these are most likely the youth cars. These guys always put on a good show. You get some guys that have only been in the driver's seat a year, or maybe even the first time, and they can surprise you with their driving abilities. I think some of these kids can almost drive better than some of the adults, in my opinion, but you know, when you're a little more fearless, you can do that. Now, we've seen this number around a fair bit. I dig that. That's pretty awesome. Again, they are parked in kind of tight. We'll still do our best. See if I can use the stabilizer here to play a little bit of camera magic to still get them for you in the shot. And there's a crowd up there, so we're going to switch sides and still try to capture these cars for you guys.
I got a Milwaukee tree. I'll chuck right up on that wire and slowly just crank it. Were you planning on holding it? And you put a bunch of free tension.
Wow, Pacer even in the youth class. How about that? Not something you see too often. I mean, Pacers are hard to come by, let alone never seen youth run one of those. Again, I think we're gonna wait our turn here, but I think we'll just squeeze on through. Alright, so that should be the last of the youth that are already sticked and in the lineup. Now here, in this one, we've got the hobby stock trucks. Now I'm a sucker for the full-size trucks, love that class. And these guys do usually put on a pretty good show. So, thought about running our Super Duty out at this one until I looked at the rules and realized they had to only be a 1500 or just a half-ton series truck, and that's it. You couldn't do anything that was like a 3/4 ton or 1 ton. So we unfortunately were not legal to run this class. We'll just jump over to this side here. Not really sure why this minivan's in here, but maybe it's a little too modded up for the van class, or we're just in the wrong class. Who knows? Full-size Dodge. Not really sure how I feel about these trucks. They some do really good, some are a little soft. I think it's all about how much rust and how the guy drives. Alright, so we're gonna go ahead and move up to the front of the next line.
Now.
Alright, now this row should be the, I think it's Pro Stock Compacts. So these are, you're gonna find are a little more built, but you know, still not the crazy minis or anything like that. But you know, they can do a little more modifications, modify the suspensions, tires, cradles, those sorts of things. Number of pre-rans, but we also catching some new fresh ones in this class as well, and everybody kind of has their own flavor of what makes them a pro stock. I'm gonna guess they just do a little extra welding, and you know, a lot of promoters, especially this one, they'll find you a class to run. You just may be a little underbuilt, but you'll get to run. So I always think that's pretty cool. Got another truck, a Suburban this time. Ran one of those. If you guys remember, we had the orange crushed Suburban. Looks like another youth. Alright, so that was the Pro Stock, and I'm going to guess that that last car over there and the one with the tarp are also part of that class. Alright, we're going to wander over here because these look to be the minivans and SUVs. So these guys can put on a heck of a show too if you guys have never seen one of these classes before. The vans in particular, they have all their weight up in the front and no weight in the back. And so they can really hammer down and put on a great show. So definitely check out this heat if you guys have, for whatever reason, never seen a minivan. That's totally cool, but becoming pretty popular around here. A lot of people are getting rid of their soccer mom vans, and you can get these things almost cheaper than cars. And then you got some mini trucks actually sprinkled in here as well as the SUVs. So this particular one is a Dodge Dakota. Based on the rust here, it's definitely seen some better days, but the Dodge Dakotas and Durangos are actually pretty darn tough when it comes to this class. Actually, now that I'm mentioning that, I'm not sure if the Durangos are actually allowed to compete in this particular one. Maybe they have to run with the full-size trucks. It totally depends on the promoter and the rules of what they allow. Wow, a lot of vans. They just keep on going. So it looks like we got two rows of them. Not sure if it's two separate heats or just one heat, and they're just packing them in here. But we got some music in the background, so do apologize for that because it can be kind of distracting from our videos, and also YouTube doesn't take too kindly to hearing copyrighted music in the background. So I'm just going to keep on talking and hope that you guys don't.
Tire fell off.
Alright, the one guy over here was telling me that the tire here fell off, wanted me to show it off. Sure enough, nothing but rim, right? That's cool. We got a, looks like a Ford Explorer here, probably a mid-90s model. Alright, it looks like we got a, it's kind of hard to tell. I think this is a early 90s Ford Explorer. Again, sometimes when they do some modifications, it's kind of hard to tell, but and then we have another van. So let's wander over to the full-size cars and see what those are looking like. All right, and then here are the full-size cars that are fully inspected, sticked, and ready to run. I'm gonna capture these guys real quick. Excuse me, guys. Thank you. Now, I'm not really sure exactly what these guys are running. There's like a Pro Mod class, there's Turn Back the Clock, and then they got an 80s motor swap. These have got to be most likely the Pro Mod, I would guess, because they do have kickers. Which, again, if anybody doesn't know what that is, that's just a bar that goes from your cage down to your frame right behind the front cross member. And then I'm gonna guess that this car over here might be Turn Back the Clock, just because it looks to be older iron. I think this is the same guy we actually saw out at the Prelude, a prequel to the King. All right, so there is all the vehicles that are currently sticked in the lineup. So why don't we wander up to the inspection area and see what we might see. And they're still rolling in with the sticks. And we got a bunch, I know there are a bunch still in the inspection area, and then some other ones sprinkled out in the infield. So we're gonna see what we can find. I like it when they walk around themselves. Now the inspection line's actually over here in the barn. They got guys coming through tech for the first time and going through for the recheck, so a little bit of everything. We're just gonna kind of wander into the inspection area and show you guys who has not already gotten a stick or capture both sides as we get through here. Got another van here. Got some used cars. What do we got? Last one. We'll capture the other side of the building here in just a second as we get these last few cars sprinkled in here. Alright, now over, and this is the start of the lineup for the full-size cars. So again, Turn Back the Clock, Pro Mod, and 80s motor swap. And we've seen some of these cars run before, that is for sure. If you guys remember what events, feel free to shout them out. Mr. Mad Mike in the house, ready to tear it up. This guy's always a good one to watch. If you've never seen Mike DeFriscia run, definitely want to check it out. I gotta point that out. Definitely seen a few of these vehicles run before. Out of respect for him, we'll keep a distance here. I'm not going to show anything off. We've seen these guys run before. They're the Allens are always good competitors. Alright, so there's the lineup. We're going to go see who's sprinkle around in the pits. Alright, so we're back here in the pits. We're going to just see who else hasn't already gone through inspection or who's just not in the lineup yet. We're just going to catch them random as they are, just kind of, again, just scattered around in the pits. Again, trying to capture as many of you guys in the video as we possibly can. So definitely make sure to give us a shout out when you see yourself. We got more cars coming up. Now that looks like an 80s motor swap or something like that. Anytime there's a car in the trailer, not sure if you just rolled in, needed to put it on the trailer, or if it's to run tomorrow. Since this is a 2-day derby, you just never know with who's coming when. They may have just trailered it today and run it tomorrow. And there are some vehicles here that do actually have sticks. At least this guy has a stick. So who knows, maybe just been wiring and bolting everything down. This one does not. We got some more full-size cars tucked over here. Some of them do have sticks, some of them do not. Or they're working to get them. Again, we've seen some of these numbers and cars run before. I'm gonna guess this is probably one of the 80s motor swap candidates. Looks like a old, like a early 80s Caprice. But doing some last minute repairs on that one to get it track worthy.
You gotta fix the gas leak. Now
Got another full-size truck here. He's sticked and ready to go, so that's cool. Hot rodding a little bit, but didn't quite make it all the way to our camp. Water.
all the way up until I started pulling in the instructions. Hey, we're talking around.
Another very stock looking vehicle on a trailer. Hard to say what's going on. Maybe they're just trying to get signed up. Didn't pass tech, hard to say. And I see it looks like a S10 pickup back there. That would be for the minivan and SUV class. I'm gonna just take a wild guess and say this is probably a Pro Mod car. But again, just a guess. Hard to know anymore where they draw the lines is welding. van getting some last minute makeover here. Get out of people's way here. Oh, I guess I'm just getting in this way. Alright, and we got the last couple cars sprinkled over here. Alright. And then make sure we capture all the other cars over here. Got this one.
That is like, makes you lightheaded.
Alright.
Cars arriving. You are going to be in the...
And just when I thought we were done, we found a couple other cars sitting out here. I think we already saw these guys up in the inspection line, but show you them off just the same.
We're not.
Yeah, recognize a few of these. Alright, so there you go, guys. There's a walk around here at the Battle at the Border, day number 1. This is Saturday, and we have a whole nother day's worth of action tomorrow, so we'll do a prelude for that day as well. As always, check out the description below. We'll have links to all of these videos so you guys can check them out for yourselves at your leisure. If you like the vehicle, definitely check it out so you can see how it held up, how it does. If you like the video, give us a thumbs up. Certainly always appreciate your guys' support. Consider subscribing if you have not already done so. And as always, hope you guys have a great day. And until the next video, we'll talk to you later, guys.